Hello and welcome to B&D. Please like, comment, share, subscribe and hit the little bell for your notifications. Meow. Hello. This is the dress that I went out with. It's Saturday. It's bank holiday, so it's the 25th on Monday, so it's the 23rd today. I didn't stop off, because probably the last video you see, I was in Logs, then I was thinking if I would go into Witherspoons or not. I didn't. Their prices for what I would get are dearer, and even my chicken wrap thing, which is £5, is £5.50 there. So I thought, nah, I can't be bothered. It's not that far back home. I'll just come back. And I stopped off at Morrison's on that thing. I got another one of their large pork pies for £2.50. Yeah, it is expensive. It's solid meat, and it's good for midday that I can just sit and have half. So, plus I like it. So I picked up this. We have 4 of the Morrison's own beef burgers. They're 81% beef, they say. I haven't had these. They're only a 227 gram box, so 2 of these equals 1 pack that you would pay £4 for. So these were £2 for 4 burgers, 50p a burger. I'll of course probably put 2 in because they've probably got a lot of fat, but these do come with onions. And I got some bread buns to go with it. I had no choice because I don't have any bread buns, so if I was going to have these, I need some bread buns to put in. These were the cheapest. They were 89 pence for 6. Aldi do some cheaper ones. So I have them, but I think they're still very deep frozen, so I don't really want to cook them and have the centres not cooked. So instead, come this way. So instead of that, I watched a Greeno video where he got this box that had, it was meant to be something like dirty fries type things. So it was chips with chicken and other stuff had it, and it was £5. So I'm going, yeah. It was 550, was it 557 grams in weight. Well, put it this way, it wasn't really a high weight. So I've got a bowl of chips, which I'm going to put in there. They have defrosted, so they shouldn't take as long. And I got in Aldi this tempura chicken slices, tender things. There's 300 grams in this alone. Since I haven't eaten, and I was planning on spending £5 getting something, then as you see, these are quite large. There's only 5 of them, so you can let you do the calculation. 300 grams, 5. So we've got them on here. Of course, what might happen is I might cook the chicken, then just not eat all of it and just keep it and then just warm it through. So this box had spring onion, which I do have some, which I will finely chop up. I do have some bacon, so if that finishes and I want to do a slice of that and mix that in. and I have some cheese, so I can sprinkle some of that on. So always good to have a nice good knife to stabby. So these scallions are a bit at the end of their time actually, but I'll just use them up. Just take out the outer leaf. Now, when we look at this £5 deal for the fry things, 53% of it was the fries, and 27% was the meat in the chicken that was there. So yeah, you were getting over 100 grams of chicken, but technically a third of what the chicken I have in there. I could easily have just done 2, and that would have been more chicken than what was in that meal. And then I could have just sliced it to get the size. Pick up a bit of the ends. So it had like little baby red chilies. I'm not always into that. I don't like stuff really spicy, so I can take some spice, but I'd rather be able to taste my food than not. So that was 2. Doesn't look all that much. I don't know, I've got 3 left. So yeah, and spending £5 on it. You know, chips are, and especially the chips that they're using within their meals, aren't that dear, so what's the point of really just letting someone pick some chips and put some chicken with it? Yeah, it did have a spicy like salt to go with it, but I have a number of spicy salts that I can put on, so it's not like it's something you can't get, and you're not going to be putting a lot on, you know. So that's better. That'll do for that. So I have to wait for that, so while we're doing that, let's go back in the living room. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. Cooey. So yeah, I got a new dress. I may put that on. I don't even. I said I would put that other one on that I got, but the day I put it on, it wasn't all that nice. So I cheered myself up and put it nice. So yeah, I got something else. Now I'm not going to tell you the price because I'm going to leave that for the next video. And if you're watching it, you can put the price down in the comment of what I paid for this. You should know the price because of it. One dairy milk, 360 grams. So you see from that, this is the big ball. I will give you a hint that in some shops this goes for £5.50. Now let's see, you know, if you know me well, you know that I won't pay that. So how much did I pay for it? That's a test for you. No, so yeah, I'm going to wait for that to cook up. All I've had was a slice of melon for breakfast. I could have got in time for breakfast because I was up soon enough, but I really wasn't all that bothered. So I thought I would get something for dinner because I expected those items to be cheap, but when you've added more money on it, then it puts me off getting it. I could have went into Subway, but Subway's footlongs are now £6, and I'm going, I'm not out for the rest of the day. I'm going to be going back as soon as I've had whatever I've got, or even if I got the Subway, I'm going to be taking it back here. So what's the point of spending £6 when I can just make something? And that's what I'm doing. So the chicken on that was £2.49. The chips, the 99 pence for 900 bag from Iceland. If you just say there's a third of them, it's just as easy to work out. So you're looking at 30 pence, just over 30 pence for them. Spring onions, I'm using 3. That's probably about a third of what a bunch would be. If you're getting, they're about 40 pence a bunch, I think. But I don't pay that, so I don't really know the full price of that, because I just wait till they get reduced, and that's what those were. My bacon was £1, but whether I add a bit or not, and my cheese is the usual 139, which I use on pizzas or garlic bread. So if I use any of the cheese, it won't be a massive amount if I want to melt any onto the chips. But yeah, that's what it comes to, and it isn't all that much. So now I'm back in. I'm going to play some game on my computer, probably play some Minecraft. I got some milk, 2 litres of milk, 75 pence. I am going to make hot chocolate, and more than one. So yeah, my time. So don't forget, put down below how much you think that bar of chocolate is, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now. Next time.